Gemini makes me feel alive. Wake me up, shake me up. They say all that you do is lie. There's a stuff, yeah, pulls me into you. Got that way of showing me that you're bad news. Oh, Gemini makes me feel alive. Wake me up, shake me up. They say all that you do is lie.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon, midday magic.
Welcome back. He goes, pick a good one. Even you're believing in my magic.
I could
now.
tell Slick is doing the board.
Why?
Because there was no applause.
He goes, oh, technical
And watch what
difficulties.
he's going to do. He's going to put the applause in the middle of us talking.
Probably so much.
It's like I tell him, his eyesight is like this. Everything he puts up is crooked. He says it's straight.
We've been working hard today. They're all
I
running.
see that.
They're all running around.
You guys
doing
have me
things.
exhausted. I'm just going to sit in my favorite position.
You walk. He just moves seats, Amy. He goes from one position to the next, from the chair to the couch. Here, Maria's just looking at you going, uh-huh.
Maria says, you know, you're in the same position I saw over a year ago.
Wait till she gets her thread out. She's going to do your eyebrows
Don't you think
today.
I have enough?
I think you've
You know, I got to
enough.
tell you, Maria, I was asking, oh my goodness gracious. I was asking for you because eyebrows is a very difficult thing.
Well, you've got a big event this
How long?
weekend.
I do?
You've got your baptism.
Not mine. I was baptized
Well,
already.
you know, you got to look the part, Pop. You got to have your eyebrows.
I got to
all
hold the
nicely-
umbrella for the rain?
You got to look all nicely.
How do you keep
Well,
your eyebrows so perfect?
oh
How do
my-
you do that?
It's for forever. Don't even ask Chuck that.
How long does
It
it
is
take you?
Every day, constantly. Every day, twice a day, 3 times a day. I don't know. It grows like, I've never seen anything like it in
You
my
know,
life.
I heard you were
It's amazing.
coming, and Steve walked in here from New York Sound, and now I'm checking out Guy's eyebrows, and he's looking at me like, why is this guy looking at me?
Well, the funny thing is, we're finishing up the morning, we get a doorbell, and it's Rodney, who we don't know, and he goes, Steve here? Nope. Chris here? Nope. Can I help you? Steve-O DJ. I'm like, oh, Freddie, Steve-O DJ coming? I don't know. Come on in.
But he's in the barber business, so he's always looking
Yeah, well,
sharp.
he's in the barber business. We've got Maria in the hair business, and we've got our paranormal people in the house.
I want to apologize to
and
you.
Hallie was here too, so.
I want to apologize to you. I am not responsible for this show as the way it's going to come out. Hallie shows up. I says, oh boy, this makes a whole lot of sense today.
Yep.
My watch stopped working. It's
That's
a
why
good thing I
you're
don't have it
wearing
on.
Absolutely, that too. So we got a lot of stuff. I need to thank V. She sent us, V is Bill's wife from Deep Prana, and she was our feng shui specialist. They came in with Danielle Bojan on Fuego a couple weeks ago. So she made us a beautiful Buddha candle that is in our wealth center, which is right back there.
I didn't even know we had one of those.
So we've got a little money
Is there any
tree.
money over there?
Yes.
There's money?
Yes, leave it alone. I got specific instructions from V to put it in our wealth center with some coins.
But I never knew we had a wealth center.
Yes, we started it a couple weeks
I
ago.
know of the poor center.
And we've got the wealth center. We've got all of our feng shui things. She sent the other crystal. So I'm going to have Vlad and Slick, not me, hang them on our beams. For
No way,
clear energy.
absolutely not.
So I think we're just going to put one on a nail here, one on a nail up there. We're gonna figure it out.
What
Don't you
nail?
worry.
Do you see a nail
We
up
might
there?
have to put a fresh nail.
You're
up
gonna
there.
put a nail in a beam.
No, I gotta figure
Boy,
it
I'm
out.
gonna tell you, you're in the construction business. Because metal to metal, really? You're gonna weld it up there?
No, it's gonna be done with intention someplace else. As long as you do it with intention, we got this.
Yeah, it's gonna intentionally drop on your head like
So you're
a.
gonna see, Bill, all the little knickknacks from V that we have around here. We've got the crystal there. We've got our little coins over there. So
Did you hear if you take a penny and you go to the top of the Empire State Building and you drop it
you're gonna hurt someone.
and it hits somebody, do you know what happens?
Kill him.
It goes an inch and a half in the skull. This is a proven fact.
You don't do that.
Who the hell stood down there and let the penny go into your head that way, right? An inch and a half, not an inch and a quarter, an inch and a half, I read.
You don't do that.
Steve-O, were you part of that study?
I was the one on top throwing the coins.
Were you?
Probably.
Peter was the one
Oh my
downstairs.
gosh, did you tell Steve, you guys put Steve-O up, about who we met yesterday?
Who and me yesterday?
The author,
Oh yeah, I told him Joe.
Joe
Yeah.
Corso.
Fireman Joe.
Oh, you gotta meet this
I gotta
guy.
meet Joe, I heard.
We've
Yeah.
got a couple copies of his book floating around. You gotta meet Joe because he's for real like you guys.
We gotta get a garbage can and go plate it.
All those words that Freddie I thought made up,
Vig.
you
They're
confirm,
real, yeah.
he says them like regular vocabulary.
She thinks I make up vocabulary. I don't even know enough words to do that.
Vig and these guys. So he says that the names have not been changed to protect the innocent in his book. So it is what it is.
Joe the Hat. You ever heard of Joe the Hat from the Bronx?
Joe the plumber, Joe the hat.
Joe the Hat. Joe the Plumber. Joe the
So
Plumber.
we got to introduce Steve-O to him also. Steve-O, who'd you bring with you today?
I brought Rodney. Rodney he actually, where I get my hair cut, but he has his own barbershop over in Boynton Beach, along with his wife who has a salon right next door. So
How's
Welcome,
everybody?
Rodney.
All right, how you doing?
Called New York Haircut. What a surprise that Steve-O found that. So Steve-O, how'd you find New York Haircut?
I go anything New York.
We figure that.
Ronnie's developed the science to have a condition in his barbershop with no hair.
Rodney's off Tuesday. Rodney, how can you be off on Saturdays?
Hey, listen, that's what happens when you have kids, you know. A lot of their activities on the are on Saturdays, so you know I elected to have that day off so that I could be a father and a business owner.
There you go. Nice job.
Absolutely. Let's make sure your mic's on, Steve-O. Maybe they'll give you a haircut.
You
Hey,
scared the
maybe.
hell out of me.
Our operations manager.
I thought there was something wrong with the curtain. Something popped out of it. It was her.
You need a haircut?
Dawn, take it easy. I'm
know
in
you
a lot of
can't
pain
handle
right now.
anymore.
You have me doing eyebrows and haircuts, and I'm in a lot of pain in here.
You know, it's not easy being on the stage. You got a lot of maintenance to do.
You have me moving around. I can't sit still for a minute. Take it easy. Talking to Rodney over here. Rodney, are you from New York?
Hey, so oddly enough, I am probably the only Floridian in this building. I'm born and raised right here.
You know,
Right.
you're probably right.
Yeah.
Anybody here not from Florida?
Danny, you from Florida?
Which
Oh,
part
we
of
got two.
Florida?
Oh,
Is that
okay.
a
There
is
you
that a
go.
country?
Yeah, right.
Where is what's a plantation?
It's where my parents live.
Oh, that's South.
It's where I grew up.
You're South Florida, okay. And you're from?
I'm from Jersey.
There's a Jersey in Florida?
You got 3 Jerseys. Amy, you're from Jersey? Maria's from Jersey? Bill's from Jersey?
I'm imported to Jersey. I went to the Meadowlands a lot.
Steve, where are you from?
New York.
Where are you from? The Bronx?
No, Brooklyn, and then I lived in Long Island,
What part of Brooklyn?
Flatbush Avenue,
You know,
56.
you were there when there was a Flatbush, and then it burned down, and now it's come back, and there's $1 million homes there.
Went out the stadium there too.
In Flatbush?
Yeah, that's where the Brooklyn Nets play.
Oh, you're right. You're right. The Brooklyn Nets.
Right out the subway in Flatbush.
Jay-Z, not Jay-Z, but yeah, right?
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He owns the Nets. Wow.
Yeah, Flatbush is a whole different world now. You go over there.
It's funny, Joe, who was here, the fireman yesterday, he was up in the Heights. He was a little bit south of me. And him and I know the same people in Manhattan. That's a scary thought. That's a serious scary
As
thought.
big as New York is, it's a small world.
It is.
Everyone knows somebody that knows the same person. It's the way it works.
And then everybody comes here. And they know
Yeah.
somebody.
And now they're really coming here.
100%. We're all here. Let's get a 3. Let's talk to Bill and Danny. You guys ready for this one? I'm kind of
Paranormal.
nervous, but I'm really kind of not nervous because We do all of this with faith of our friends that live with us.
What are you
That
talking
live
about?
among us.
But we did a paranormal show on the air. We've done this.
Not in here, this studio.
We
though.
were at iHeart,
Yeah, not
and then
in
we
the
were at
studio.
WNN.
Yes.
So now the trifecta is in the house.
I
If it makes
know.
you guys feel any better, we're pretty nervous too. We don't normally go on cameras like this.
First of all, don't you be nervous, because then we're all in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You
As
know
long
what
as
I'm
you didn't
saying?
bring no friends with you.
So hold that mic, hold that mic a little bit higher.
So Bill Slevin is the founder of the paranormal, he's a paranormal investigator. Oops, there we go. Tell us the name of your company. It says PERS.
Yeah, it's the Paranormal Existence Research Society.
Let's make sure it's on.
Paranormal Existence Research Society.
Yes. We're based out of Coral Springs, but we work all over Florida and pretty much any state. If we could go, we'll help them.
How long have you been doing this?
Me personally, I've been doing it over 30 years. I started up in New
Okay,
Jersey.
now you open up Pandora's box. Let me ask you a question. You walk around with a suitcase everywhere you go?
No, not all the time. During the day, I'm an IT director for a psychiatric drug and alcohol
Of course
treatment.
you are. Of course
So,
you
so
are.
I actually see both sides of all this.
Steve, are you hearing this?
I'm very curious because I just watched Insidious.
Oh,
You ever
Okay.
see that
for the
movie?
first time?
That's a good one.
Scared the out of me. But anyway,
But
and there was a
paranoia-
team like them
Yeah.
in that movie, and I'm curious to hear what they got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I asked you this question when you walk in, when you guys walk into a place, do you feel vibes?
I can. I'm what they call an emotional empath. I can sense like the emotions and the energy of the spirit sometimes. It's kind of tough in a room with a lot of electronics because it kind of plays off of it. So I can sense it. I can't speak to them. I can't, talk to them or anything like that, but I can sense them. Like when we go into a house, we do a lot of residential investigations, to help people feel safe in their home. When we go in, you could tell the difference. Like you go into, we were in a place in Boca, and the whole house felt real light. It was real good. But then
It was
we
a
walked,
new home too, like
Yeah.
new structure, everything. So it was just a very light, beautiful, newly modeled home.
Keep your mic up.
until we went into the one
room.
girl's room that was having the problem. It felt like somebody was sitting on my shoulders. It was such a heavy energy in that room. So we knew something was there. A lot of it I learned from my wife too with the Feng Shui because we learn a lot with energy. When we go to cleanse a house, we use not only stuff like sage and stuff, I also use a singing bowl and crystals and everything to kind of clear the energy.
Now, energy cannot be destroyed, so when you displace it, where does it go?
You displace it out of the house. You balance the energy, and with the spirit, you're kind of pushing them out. With the sage, we use Palo Santo wood and all that, and it pushes them out of the house. It lets them know that they're not wanted there. Unless it's something really bad, they will go. If it's something bad, they may stay around. It may take a few times. You may have to get some other people involved to help, but most of the time, it will go away.
How did you get involved doing this?
I was always into this when I was little. I started when I was really young, just being really interested. I had some of my own experiences, so it kind of helped me a little bit. And little by little, what I love is I started back 30 years ago. So in the early 90s and everything, it was very different. We didn't have all the equipment we have today. We had audio and video, and that was pretty much it. And you went in and it was very different. It wasn't out in the open because of the TV shows now. Back then, you went in, it was very quiet, it was very confidential. Nobody there wanted anybody to know that you were there investigating their home because everybody thought they were crazy. If we went out and told people we were investigating their home, they thought we were crazy. So it was a little different, but little by little, I went from like team to team in New Jersey and helped some people. And then eventually when I came down here, I developed my own team and hand-selected a lot of people, including Daniela. And I'm very, very different than a lot of teams because we're a nonprofit organization, so we don't charge anything for the services. We're there to help people solely because it's not moral to charge because we can't give 100% proof of what we did. So we try as much as we can to give them evidence and help them in their house, make them feel better. But it's a little different. So we go in and I don't look for people all the time that, okay, you've had 30 years experience, I want you on my team. When I met Daniela, she didn't have any experience really doing this. She had her own experiences and stuff, but she had no experience doing this. but she has a great passion for it, and she's unbelievable with the clients. Because when we go in, we'll sit there sometimes for 3-4 hours and just, like therapists, talk to them, find out what's going on, and try to make them feel better. So I look for people with the personalities also, because this part can be trained.
Okay, I gotta ask you an off-the-cuff question,
Yeah.
which has always bothered me. When you open a business, like Ronnie has a business, when you open a business and a business fails, and then another business goes in and that business fails, like the one here with the restaurant,
Yep.
everything that goes in this business fails. Does this have anything to do with what's in the building, or is it just bad business?
It could be. I've seen that before, because I do businesses, homes. I've seen that before, and it can be paranormal. It could also be energy. The best thing to do, like if you started a new business in an area, or you get a new home, the best thing to do is cleanse the house when you first get it, or cleanse the business when you first get it. Do sage around the house. Use the feng shui helps. I use a singing bowl. A lot of different things to kind of balance the energy in the building or the house, whatever it is.
To kind of jump off of what Bill just said, that there's a difference, that there's going to be a difference between energy and a spirit there, because it doesn't necessarily mean that there could be someone's actual, like, who might have passed on in that, building or at your home, but you still feel the energy being off. That there's such thing as residual energy. Different properties within the foundation of a home can actually hold on to and absorb a lot of energy, and it kind of plays almost like a repeated, like an old movie, kind of like reel, just kind of going. And there's moments that might have an impact on the current present that you kind of get a glimpse into, and it doesn't necessarily mean that there's an actual ghost or spirit or somebody deceased still present in the home. It could just be something within wood, something within the flooring itself, something within the walls, maybe old furniture that might still be on property that can hold a lot of those types of properties that can kind of play off into the energy and the balance and everything going on in the house or the structure itself.
You know, what kicked this thing off in the day, you guys ever saw the movie The Exorcist?
Yeah.
Amityville Horror? You ever seen that movie? I just saw that one the other day.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist, see, in the day when these, especially The Exorcist, when it first popped out, man, everybody, including my sister, Mimi, hello, said to me one day, says, the bed was shaking last night, because everybody started to think out of the box that maybe there was something else going on in their life. So all of a sudden, it became spirit. It didn't become the energy, and they started to mix and match what was going on. Amityville Horror, I just read that the fire department actually burned the place to the ground, and they rebuilt it. I don't know what was in it. I know there was murders and what have you in there. Don't know. But what has happened now is that your work is combined with spirits, with the church and the Pope giving the okay, because not everybody can do an exorcism. Unlike Steve, they want your card back. But people, they confuse the issues, and it becomes confusion, and it becomes. Now, there are also good energies, correct?
Absolutely.
If you have a business and you get rid of a good energy, then you're vacant and open to whatever, no?
Right. If we went into a house and the house felt fine, we're not going to play with it, because you're going to mess with the good energy. So we're only going to cleanse something or do something if we feel that there is either something in there or some kind of energy that's causing an issue. You don't want to really mess with it if it's balanced well, because you don't know what you could produce from that.
There's been cases where going into it, the person will know, or it could be a family, and they're fully aware that there's something that is present within their home, and that they're not scared of it, actually. They just want more answers. They want to know, what is it, who is it, why is it there, if it needs help, but that they don't feel any actual fear. And when we do go in, we really do stress to them that we understand that you want answers, but we never encourage you to try to explore for those kind of answers on your own, because you could also be opening a lot of opportunities for other things if you're not really experienced, if you're not really educated onto what you're actually doing. And that's when people can easily obtain something like a Ouija board or other devices. They can get devices online too, there's apps on your phone that can play with you, that make you think that you're actually communicating with something. And all in all, you might be opening doorways along the way that you're welcoming things that you don't mean to be welcoming into your home, and then it can really kind of get dangerous at
Yeah.
that point.
Ouija boards, real, not real?
Well, that's one of the biggest things we do, like conventions and stuff. Everybody asks about Ouija boards. I tell them all the time, a Ouija board is no more dangerous than any other device we use. It's a communication device. It's all about the person and their intent when they're using it. Because most of the time, a person using a Ouija board is looking for somebody specific. And, a mother, a father, a cousin, whatever it is. But when they're doing that, they're opening themselves up to be manipulated by a bad spirit that will convince them it is that person. And that's how they bring it in. So it's not really about...
So it really moves?
What?
It really moves?
Yeah,
Can,
yeah, well...
yeah.
You guys ever do a Ouija board? Anybody do a
Had
Ouija
odds
board
over
in here?
there,
Get the wrong... I asked for lotto ticket numbers, they didn't give me that, but...
I've never played with one in 28 years.
I
And I've been
have.
so intrigued. I've had opportunities, but from a little girl that I ever learned what it was, I had my mother telling me, because she's grown up with her own experience, she always informed me, you don't know what you're doing, don't touch it, don't get
agree.
involved.
You ever touch a Ouija board?
Yep.
You have.
Most
Wow. Anybody who says yup. So tell us, how did that go? Yup.
I did it with Chelsea, and she was doing it for fun, my daughter, a long time ago. And actually, one of our friends, she passed away from a brain tumor. And she came through and telling us what happened and what medication she was on. And it spelled out this medication, which I wouldn't know in a million years. So I said to Chuck, and he was sitting there, what is this? He said, that's a medication for cancer, for a significant tumor. So clearly, whatever was spelling itself out knew what it was talking about.
Wow.
Look, I've got look at my arms.
Steve, you ever mess with a Ouija board?
No.
And then you said to me, put it away.
Yeah.
You
I
said
tell
to
you-
me, put it away.
Now, in the studio today, we have Amy. And I'm going to share something with Amy that I have never, ever shared with you or her or anybody else. We were together at a gallery before this. Remember that? Yeah. And I told Dawn, I said to Dawn, I don't want to be here. Remember that? And this is the reason why.
Yeah, the vibes weren't good there.
It isn't only the vibes, it's what I saw.
Ah,
Sometimes things reveal themselves either in mirrors or in paintings or in lights and things. And I told Dawn, I don't want to be here. And that was the reason. And it's closed. It reopened now under something else. But the day that he
Because
says
he
you got to
needs
go,
to
I
leave.
was very happy to leave. And it's funny because sometimes you look at the people that followed us from there. I'm very happy here. Very happy here. But there, not so much. And you can't tell anybody. Because everybody thinks, you got two heads. I don't even tell Steve, and he's probably one of the few guys I can tell anything to, about different things that you see or you feel or you talk to people about. There are things with people, yes? You can see certain energies with people, the way they carry themselves and how they talk. That lady sitting
Exactly.
way in the corner happens to be a white light that I see. This one here. Just certain people in my life.
I've had paintings that I've done, and I've taken a picture of the painting, and then I see a whole image inside there. Like, I can show you one day, but they're really spooky. I don't know how that happens.
Your pictures, I sit, no matter, if I sit where you're sitting and I look around, like the one in front of you with the white frame, every day I see something else. There was one over here, remember I said to you, I saw that's what made me come up with our morning show logo all the time. But when we moved in here, friends of ours, who we work with a lot of holistic people, said, let us clear the space for you. Let us come in and sage and clear.
Right.
And on the full moon and do it. And Freddie said, don't do it. He said, because you're going to clear everything. And this space has been a magical home to so many stars. To Kendra Erica started here. Ariana Grande started here. Little Pond Family Theater. So many great things happened. He said, if you clear this, you're going to clear that.
Everything. Yeah.
You notice our sign has not changed.
Right.
We have tried for a year and a half to change that
And I got the
sign.
message. I'm going to leave it alone.
And we've paid for the sign. We've had issues with the sign people, with all different companies. And that sign apparently needs to stay. So,
Right.
message.
So we're putting
good.
banners around the sign and leaving the sign alone. We're the business with the wrong sign. That's our new motto.
There's some situations though that, people, they could be getting the signs and they just don't want to listen, and then they, can start renovating And that's something that you see often, that they always say it like stirs up the energy, it, you know, it kind of
Absolutely.
awakens something. And, you know, like I said, it doesn't necessarily always have to be somebody who's actually deceased that's just like, hey, don't mess with that. It could just be the actual foundation of the building kind of just telling you, just like, leave it.
You know, it's
Leave
funny
it as
because
is.
Ronnie was sitting in the lobby, and he was looking at a picture from our picture artist, and we were talking about Coney Island, and about how when that first thing showed up here, it brought back all these memories when I was a kid.
The parachute.
The parachute. And the amazing thing about that is that he has a business that has the New York motif on it. Of course, anything that Steve knows works that way. And I was amazed about the conversations that I was having with him and how he would use it and things of that nature. And when I first saw that piece, there were certain things that trigger, I guess, things from my past, things that I remember, stories that I have forgotten. Joe was the same way.
You know, my parents, when we worked with Key West Paranormal Society, my parents definitely have presences in their house.
Right.
And the Key West Paranormal, they went out there and they recorded them and they verified everything that it was. And they told them that apparently the house is built on an old Indian
That's
sacred
poltergeist.
ground.
Poltergeist.
And not that they're bad, just to leave them be.
Right.
And they said, don't worry, you're never going to sell this house. So they're very happy with you here. May as well take it off the market because it's not going to sell. And just enjoy being
Right.
here. So pretty much that's what they've done. That's one of the reasons.
Well,
they
they
took it
had
off
a
the
buyer
market.
and they didn't sell it.
Yeah.
But they said this is just an old sacred ground. Leave it be. And it's in Plantation, by the way. in
I was gonna say that's
Jacaranda.
very common in like the South Florida region. People don't realize. I mean, before we were here, it was nothing but Everglades, nothing but land, and we had a bunch of Indian tribal, you know,
I'm sorry, Native American, I should say.
Yeah, we have a lot of tribal lands though that like were once inhabited, and people don't are not always thinking about that or taking that into consideration when they're buying a house that's been there for a long period of time. You have to think of what was there before.
Well, how do you know it, and what do you do if you
Well-
want to buy a new home or open a business?
Well, I mean, it's, again, if you're gonna buy a home or open a new business, it's best to just clear, sage and clear the energy. You could pull up public records and try to find out everything you can. Like when we go to do somebody's home, there's two stages of it. We'll usually go sit down with them, talk for a little bit, find out what's going on. If we feel it's just something very basic or whatever, we'll cleanse the house right there and see. Most of the time, it never comes back. But if it keeps coming back, then you have to do the full overnight investigation. We do a lot of research on the land, on the property, and try to find out as much as we can to see if we could figure out what it is. You don't always need to know what it is to get it out.
Sure.
But if it won't leave, then you have to kind of pry in a little bit and try to talk to it more directly.
It's really funny because Ronnie, when you open up your business, when you saw your stores, did you feel it speak to you? It's that old saying.
Well, give you a little history about the barbershop. New York Haircut was actually established 31 years ago by my father-in-law, Vince Cardinelli. He passed away. Once he passed, he left the shop to my wife, and my wife and I, we continued his legacy, and we grew it into a second location. You come in there now, you'll see a picture on the wall of him, and and you'll also see, other little pictures that we have up, just to kind of jar people back to, to their roots of New York. Coney Island. We do have, some type of monument from each borough. And, that was done, purposely, because a lot of times, when people do leave, you still remember where you came from. And, just kind of put little things out there like that to kind of jar their memory. Hey, I remember as a kid, just like you were saying over at Coney Island and that, on that parachute, we do have, the Nathan's hot dog stand up there, and the kid will, kind of go back to, I remember, my dad used to take me out on the boardwalk to get, a dog and, whatever else, So yeah, it's definitely a presence, and when you know where you come from, then you know where you're going. So I think that's important.
And you don't always, like we'll tell people too, if you have a situation like that in your place, if we come in and you wanted the place cleansed, it doesn't mean it's going to get that out of there. You're trying to cleanse out the bad energy for anything specific that wants to stay there, and you want to stay there. You put it in your mind in your intent when you're doing the cleansing, and it will not get rid of what you want there.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a commercial break. I want to come back, talk about intent. Got to talk to Maria. You're from the Northeast. See what's going on. She's very quiet back there, so see what's going on in the world of Maria Stefania. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
So you've been hearing all the exciting buzz and chatter about this new game changer in the pickup and delivery and rideshare space. And now you want to know more. Well, forget everything you knew about the tired old delivery and rideshare services that bully restaurants, take advantage of drivers, and confuse consumers into spending way more than they should. Welcome to a new delivery and rideshare company, Trip Delivers and Trip Rides, where we put you first. When you sign up as a driver with Trip Delivers and Trip Rides, we onboard you with your own credit card merchant account. That's right, with Trip, you're in the driver's seat as an owner-operator of your own business, and you'll always earn 100% of the delivery fee, rideshare fee, cancellation fee, wait time, and tip. And therefore, we charge a low monthly fee to use the Trip platform. For only $39.99 per month, you can sign up as a side hustle driver, allowing you up to 75 rides, 75 deliveries, or 75 of both combined per month. Welcome to a new delivery and rideshare company, where drivers earn more, consumers and riders pay less, and restaurants are charged less. Trip Rides. Going places, doing good.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
Attention Florida residents. Is constant water damage from the elements putting holes in your pipes and your wallet? We cut the cost when disaster strikes. You deserve to have your house be a home again. At Triumph, we get you paid the most for your insurance claims. Broken pipes, water damage, and mold? Triumph Consulting covers it all. Call our offices now to qualify for a free house inspection at 954-669-4935 or visit www.wegetYouPaid.com.
Dr. Laura Ellick, a licensed psychologist practicing in both Florida and New York with over 20 years of experience, addresses the negative thoughts that are keeping you stuck in your lifestyle patterns. Dr. Ellick works with children, teens, and adults, from anxiety and depression to eating disorders, addiction recovery, and medical issues. Making a deep interpersonal connection is a magical part of the therapeutic relationship. Contact Dr. Laura at 516-635-6186 or at Laura Ellick, ELLICK.com for a personalized consultation. It's time to remove the blocks that are preventing you from achieving your dreams. Call Dr. Laura Ellick at 516-635-6186 or at LAURAELLICK.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Steve, go ahead. Steve was like, and we're back. Where's your mic?
And we're back.
Thank you very much.
Wow, I don't have a voice like his. We're back.
He's got that great DJ voice. We got to say hi to Amy and Maria Stefan to see what Maria's been up to. It's been a long time. As my daughter says, it's been a minute. It's been like a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Good. Thank you
She's
for asking.
leaving already.
Only for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been in South Florida for majority of my stay since COVID, but I do go up to service weddings and clients during that time. But most of my 2020 weddings got postponed to this year, so I'm just going back for my, obligated contracts and seeing my family and visiting old clients who, not old, I'm sorry, my grandfathered clients who deserve, to see me.
Are people getting married again?
Yeah, it's like back and running, full effect,
It is back and
100%
running.
capacity actually.
Well, Steve, meet Maria Stefania.
No, same thing here. We're already ahead of the game.
No, I mean, she does hair and makeup for your
Right.
brides.
Well, that's exactly what we spoke about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which is perfect. Steve can network anywhere with everyone. Give
want-
us a call. Give Steve a call.
Yeah,
for a wedding.
Steve-O's office is actually open.
We should put a sign back there that says Steve-O's office.
No, I
Yeah,
want to.
I'm blessed. I always get a call from here.
I want
So it's a good energy then, right?
I want to build. The Charlie Brown booth that he had, the doctors and Lucy had. I want to put a booth around you, Steve-O in the house.
You know what we need to do is build a tiki hut, and we change the banner every day.
Oh, now they like the tiki hut idea. When I first came up with this a year and a half ago, they laughed me out of the building.
Because we looked and we went, well, where? Well, apparently now there's so much more room here, Amy, that we can definitely fit another piece of furniture.
The tiki hut, where the money
Don't
tree
you have up
is.
there too? You have a whole attic up there, right?
That's Amy's attic.
Oh,
yes.
is it?
No, that's full.
Oh, Amy, we should put a sign up there that says Amy's attic.
Oh, that's cute.
We almost put
That was
DJ equipment up there and performed from there. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Paint a sign that says Amy's Loft. I put it up on top.
So, Maria, we were talking about threading this morning. And one of our producers says they get their eyebrows waxed. And he goes, this is why I'm a little chaotic right now. It's been a couple
Who
weeks.
said that?
Does it hurt when you thread?
You weren't
Wanna
here.
try it?
It's fine.
Sure, I'll try it, but what does it do?
It removes hair.
Oh, okay.
Yo, bro,
How long does it last?
hurts like hell.
It depends. Like
She
if
said
you,
no.
No, it's not that
But
bad.
she's doing it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. No, I'm
It
kidding.
don't hurt her.
It depends if we have different cycles to our hair follicle. So if someone is used to shaving, the hair is going to grow back quicker. But once it gets accustomed to threading, it kind of evens out a little bit more, and the cycles are more, they grow in together versus like one each other day. So that's why people who tweeze every day, they feel like they're doing it every day
Every
because,
day.
yeah. That's to answer your
My
question.
maintenance every day gets more and more. It just to baseline. It's not even better. It's just maintenance. It's crazy.
Men have trees for eyebrows. Every guy in here, when you put that little thread,
Now you got me looking at every guy's eyebrows.
that's
Stop
what I was
it.
having. It hurts
We're gonna
like
do it.
hell.
Yeah,
To
but
every
I'm pretty
single
good
one of
in
you.
buzzing mine.
It don't matter if you buzz. It don't matter if you trim. It don't matter if you put a chainsaw to them. When that bad boy goes, all you hear is, and all you hear is like the breaking down of trees.
I think we have footage of last year when
Yes,
Freddie
you
was
do.
cussing, right?
I was screaming like a girl.
She did one eye and he goes, stop. And she goes, listen, I can't. I got to do both eyes. You got to even out.
I had one eye
It
trimmed and
gives
the
you a
other one.
facelift. Remember, you're like, why do I look like I have a facelift?
Oh, I remember. And the thing is, that after they do it, it feels like poltergeist. It feels like your face.
Can you see?
No, I can't. That's why I need her. I can't see nothing right now. I got it there. Then I can see. I see. Oh, I see everybody. It's really bad because she disappears. She goes to Jersey, right? So in a month or two, you want to trim them. Where is she? Oh, she's not. She's in
I'm
Jersey.
here.
Well, so where are you working? How come you do hair, you do makeup?
Yeah, I do a lot more freelance when I'm here. It's a little bit difficult to be in a salon environment, with my kind of travel lifestyle at the moment. But I think I'm kind of tired of being behind the chair now. I actually enjoy doing secular clients and, catering to them, rather freelancing to them or coming to my studio or anything like that. So I enjoy freelancing. But when I do go back up north, I do have a salon that I am there for 12 hours a day, and I have assistants who work with me, and I just it's a beautiful salon. It's, you know, it's a luxurious place. So you're getting catered to as, you know, with the whole sink environment and Lyndhurst. Yeah. So
Now you cut hair no matter where it is, right? The head, the eyebrows, the mustache, and it starts going
I don't
south.
think she does manscaping.
Oh, you don't do manscaping?
yeah, no.
Maria
Leave that
does.
to Maria.
Maria does manscaping.
Leave that to Maria.
I
A
can't
different
believe.
Maria.
I can't believe that's a damn thing.
I can't either. Who
Manscaping.
would want to do that?
How?
That's a whole company that's like big. I listen to a lot of podcasts. And they're
No,
always
we have a
promoting on
lady.
there. But
This
Manscaped,
lady, she does
I
manscaping.
can't where we are today in the world.
And it's funny.
Going to someplace. Take
But
some
think
off the
about
side.
it. We've been cooped up in the house. A manscape, you got to bring in a chainsaw. Cause holy smokes.
It's illegal in a lot of states. In New Jersey.
Manscape?
If we're talking about the same thing, or what are we talking about?
The company itself? Or
Oh no.
I don't know. What are
I
you
was
talking
something
about?
else.
The actual procedure.
Actual.
Oh no, I was talking about like a male Brazilian. I thought that's what.
That's what I thought we were talking about.
Yeah. And
Is that not what we're talking about?
yeah, that's what I thought we were talking about. Is
Why is that illegal?
Oh, okay. So I am on the same page.
Why
I
is
was on
that
a whole
illegal?
different book.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's legal in the state of New Jersey.
You're
It's
not
I
allowed
used
illegal?
to
to wax
work at
certain
European
things?
Wax Center.
You can't wax a man in Jersey?
Not in that
Not
area.
whack a man, wax a
No,
man.
not
Not
in that
in
area.
your private areas, apparently.
That's what waxing is.
Well, you could wax
Or
your
you can
eyebrows,
wax
that's
a
not
back.
No,
private.
hold it.
You can't
Slow
have
it
a
down.
Brazilian
Why would they make that
waxing as a
illegal?
male.
Why would that
In
be
New Jersey,
illegal?
it's illegal. I think it's the whole law. Like for strip clubs in New Jersey, you can see, but you can't touch. In New York, I think you can touch, right? If that's not
But you
mistaken.
can't see? That's difficult.
Yeah, no, you can see, but so I think it applies the same aspect in the cosmetology fields where you can't touch in those areas. So it's illegal for women to do that.
What about if a guy is going to wax a guy? That's kind of weird. Wait a minute.
You'd have to go to New York to do that. Yeah.
Wait, can a woman get waxed?
And they're the
Yes.
same.
Yes.
So women can get waxed in New Jersey, but men can't.
Oh, men can and women can?
Yeah.
That's discrimination.
Listen, it's the law. I don't know, but I know you have to go to New York City for that.
To
All right,
get-
guys, if you want manscaping, you get
Holy
New York.
smoke.
That's just crazy.
That's First of all, it's kind of weird to begin with, but that just doesn't sound right.
Actually, the other day, there's a spa that I follow in Davie. They had Lamar Odom on there getting his Manscaped lasered on Instagram. Like they
Oh,
were
that's
like,
weird.
but like, I mean, they didn't show his like stuff, but like it was in that area, and it's a very like exposed video, and
Wow.
it's him at the spa, and like.
How do we
they
know it's
tagged
him?
They tagged him and everything. They had.
They didn't
like,
show his
several
face when they
videos.
were doing it.
Yeah, and his
They
his
did?
wife, yeah, and they tagged him and everything, and everyone's like, "Why are you posting this? Like, how is this okay?"
Lamar
But
Odom was a
he was
basketball
getting
player,
his
right?
stuff laser.
I mean, do your
removed.
like, the tummy trail or something, but to show
Nah,
that
it's
is like
like,
another.
Wow, you're in a
all of
whole nother line of business, honey, over there.
Let me-
Tummy
I-
trail,
let me-
manscaping's illegal.
I'm floored here.
Slick, thanks for bringing Maria back in.
I'm floored here. It's illegal to manscape a man in Jersey. You can whack him, but you can't wax him.
There you go.
Craziness.
There's a tummy trail.
It's a happy trail.
What the hell is a tummy trail? You guys are talking a foreign language here. What is that?
It's the hair that goes from your belly, button,
to your.
You have a hair?
down.
Oh, you mean like-
trail?
girls don't.
There ain't no trail. Who? Oh, you got a trail? I ain't got no. I don't have a trail either. Okay, so that's illegal too. Is waxing anywhere on a man in Jersey allowed?
Yes. Other
Just
than
not down there.
that area, chest, back, arms, legs.
Above your belly button, I guess.
There had to
Ears,
be a
nose.
lawsuit somewhere. Somebody lost it. It's the only thing I can think of.
The only reason why I know this is because I worked for the corporation European Wax Center for 4 years, and that was a big deal. People used to, there was like strippers who'd come get waxed, and they were like, "Oh, my boyfriend can't get waxed here. They have to go to New York because it's illegal." And I'm
Yeah,
like, I didn't
male
even know that.
dancers. They're male dancers. They're male
Yeah,
strippers.
they would have to go to New York for that.
You got to go to New York. Mm-hmm. Pretty interesting.
I know, suddenly the ratings seem to be going up on today's show, so I guess it's a good topic to talk about.
So if you decide to get a male stripper, don't get them from Jersey because it'll be the hairy jungle.
You actually doing a podcast on that?
A podcast. We're doing a show.
I know.
Do we have pictures? And no, do not put Lamont Odom's junk on the screen. Do not do that.
Stop, you're making me think that if Dylan were here, he would be putting
He
pictures.
would be. No, he'd be taking
Not
his
RK,
pants off.
another Dylan.
Forget about it. That's really weird. Now, I wanted to ask you, is there any new technology to removing hair that's not laser?
No, not that I can think of. No.
Oh,
No,
can you imagine
that's
threading?
that's a.
Can
yeah,
you
it's
thread
actually-
Can you thread an armpit? No, you
Yeah.
can't. What?
I've done a hairline and a beard.
On an armpit? No, an
No, I'm
armpit.
saying with thread. I've done like a man's hairline and beard, and it actually lasted longer
I
than
want
him
you to
having to go
open
to
up
the
your
barber
suitcase and put it around her, because holy you know the pain involved in, oh my God. I want her to do Steve-O.
Oh, like a good 20, 25 minutes, you know, because it is painful. I can see the person just gripping.
Shouldn't you like maybe cut it with a scissor and a pair of pliers first and then do the threading?
I mean, that
A
does
lawnmower.
help, yes, but normally when a guy gets his like beard or hairline done, it's not that outgrown. It's like as if they were going to the barber shop to get a
Amy's
shaver.
like,
Have
yeah,
you ever
Amy, know
had
this?
somebody come to the barber shop and ask for threading, or?
No, but we haven't had anybody to come in and ask. Well, you know what? I take that back. Yeah, we do. We do have folks that
For the
will come in
three.
and ask to get their,
Three
if
is
we do
this.
either razor or the threading. You know, there's a nail salon not too far from us. We'll send
Go
them
to
over
one.
there because they do offer that service. But we do get that occasional guy that you know.
Probably longer results or something.
And I got,
for his nether regions to be trained. It's happened, man. Listen, when you're open to the public, you got to take what the public brings.
that's true that. You know, it's funny. We did a show down, I think, South Plantation, and we met that lady who was an expert in that area. Remember that lady? Yeah, the Jersey not allowed area.
Where did we go? Where did we go?
It was that we did we talked to the lady down in Plantation, and there's a name for it, what she does. It had a name.
Brazilian waxing?
No, it had a very scientific name for it. And she was there. We were down there. It'll come to you. So I'm talking to her, and I don't have a clue of what the hell she's talking about. So she gave me the scientific name, and I'm like, and I look at you, I'm like, what is she talking about?
What, waxing?
Yeah. So she says she has this table where males go down there and they spread him like a bald eagle, and the next thing you know, you're walking out of there like bald eagle. I mean,
Well, you know, Florida has different laws than the rest of the country.
But she
apparently.
does
So, right? And you're
Anything
learning that
happens
more
in
and
but she
more.
does it professionally.
Yes. So does Maria
Ouch.
Stefania. I know.
Now, when that stuff begins to grow back, doesn't it itch?
Not as bad as I would assume shaving, because the hair is softer. It becomes softer.
The hair becomes not harder, it becomes softer?
Yeah.
Really?
You could do a whole show on hair growth.
Yeah. It's also
longer for my eyebrow.
yeah, for sure.
See,
Can-
you want to get your eyebrows
No, I
threaded?
want him to do it, yes, absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
Maria brought her thread, so we're good to go.
How much thread you got,
She got a
honey?
whole spool.
Because Steve was going to take like a
No, we're
football
gonna do
field in
everyone
yards.
in here. Every single one of you.
Now, what
Look
can
at
you...
the
what-
The first jump, if I heard you, I'm done.
Yeah, it's
No, you
really
can't.
not
You
as
can't
bad.
run. You gotta man up. You can't because there'll be cameras and everything on you. That's how they got me. Then they
go to
film it and
three.
put it on YouTube. What do you do for hair in the ears, Maria?
Oh well, normally razor. Not razor.
A
I'm sorry,
razor?
The machine.
They have a
clippers.
machine for that?
Yeah, or waxing.
like
Waxing
you go
is
to
the
three?
best.
I
But
gotta
there's
tell you, that is
specific
a...
wax for it. It's not regular honey wax because it can actually drip inside the ear, and that can be very dangerous. And you can't put a tissue, not the tissue, the cloth in there.
What about a candle wax?
No. Well, yeah. Have you ever done the tunnel candle waxing that removes earwax?
That's
Right,
what I heard
yeah.
about. You put it in there and just
I
yank
do
it
it
all
all
out.
the time. I love it.
You do it all the time. She
Yeah,
loves
it helps with allergies.
I lost my hearing in my right ear after they did it, but
Really?
no.
Oh. You gave me.
But I gotta tell you, that is a man's worst fear, is hair in his nose and his ears. Because, what? You gotta do, I know, but you gotta do something about it. And, yeah, but what do? You go to your girlfriend and says, can you trim my nose hairs? No, that ain't gonna
Get it
happen.
laser.
I do it myself.
You do it yourself.
I got a nose machine.
Get
The
your
nose
ears
machine
lasered.
doesn't really work.
I get that.
You got to keep that nose machine there for 3 days before it gets every follicle because Hair grows where it don't belong. You ever notice that?
On ladies too. And the
Do
older
they?
we get, you get.
Do women shave their chin?
I will never tell anyone
Bing,
secrets.
bing, bing. Doesn't it grow back stronger when you do
I
that?
say nothing.
Some secrets are left.
That we
only
can
know
expose
what
all
you
men's
see.
secrets, but we never expose.
So it
women's
does
secrets.
happen then. I knew it happened. I knew it happened.
You
So when you
only
take all the
know-
makeup up, you can see the
Full beard.
the goatee.
Like Bill's.
One of our producers.
Can you imagine a woman look his goatee on a woman?
So this morning we were talking about, RK was talking about his eyebrows, and then Val was talking about, someone told her she has something that she needs to take care of also. So you were very busy. I need to send you to
What?
Studio
Hold
A,
it, hold it. Who
Maria.
said what?
Huh? You should watch our morning show.
Somebody has to
We were
what?
discussing a hair growth in places that you got to take care of. You weren't here when we even had that discussion.
Who were you talking to?
Well, on the show was Val, RK, Slick.
Well, it's not Slick, because I think Slick doesn't
Slick
grow
is
hair.
very.
He doesn't grow hair.
He's very.
He's
all
hairless.
Together.
He needs to gather hair with
Slick
glue.
is very together. and
Okay,
Flat and
so
Josh
it's not
are here.
RK, so it has
No,
to be
RK
Valerie.
needs his
So
eyebrows
what's wrong
done,
with
he
Valerie?
said. Gotta watch the morning show. Valerie,
Valerie's leaving, so if you're gonna pluck her, you better get her quick.
anything you need threaded, Maria's here for you. Any threading you need, Maria's
What do
here.
you need cleaned up? What's the matter? What's the matter with you? Your
Her
head?
head.
What is that?
Nothing,
is
we're all
that?
good. That's her.
Is
her
that a
mask.
widow's peak? You got a widow's peak.
She's teasing you.
Right here's a widow's peak in your head.
Your hair goes down like this? No, it
That's a
doesn't.
widow's peak right there.
She's adorable. Our operations manager.
Now they don't
on
know what a widow's peak is.
That's actually a very beautiful feature to have. A lot of women want it.
You just went up a couple of notches on the sexy mama deal.
All right, let's take a commercial break. We're going to get Maria set up over there with Steve-O and some threading. When we come back, we're going to talk about some of the equipment we've got here with our paranormal friends. I'm going to talk to V because I need a few more corners clarified here in the studio. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A.
Tune in. Don't go to commercial. Tune in and watch Steve-O get plucked.
We'll be right back.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice
Welcome
cream.
to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners.
The Spa Facial by Maria has amazing facials, body treatments, and sugar body waxing for any special occasion. All our spa treatments have organic and natural ingredients concentrated just for your skin. We guarantee all natural products help you with that extra feeling of zen. The Spa Facial offers organic facials, foot detox, aromatherapy, manscaping, and face and body waxing. Call the Spa Facial for your spa appointment with Maria at 954-213 5034 or visit.
Introducing Verijet, a new concept in short-haul aviation designed to get passengers closer to where they want to go. Powered by the award-winning Cirrus VisionJet. The aviation world is talking about its unique state-of-the-art safety features, including the aircraft parachute system, and safe return that allows it to land itself in an emergency. Cabins are disinfected between passengers, and microparticle filtration treats the air every 30 seconds. All in a beautifully appointed premium cabin with plenty of room and first-class service and amenities. Verijet, the best short-haul alternative.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
That's my joke. And we're back. And wait till you see what we've got cooking over there. Wow. Steve-O, you look like, I wanna, tell me when you're gonna start, Maria. Because I'm waiting, yeah.
All right, let's go over to Steve-O.
Anticipation. You remember the commercial with the ketchup and it never came out of the bottle? Heinz?
Anticipation?
Anticipation?
Yes.
So I want a little anticipation here so that his juices begin to flow.
My juices have been flowing since we mentioned it. Between the ghost stories and this.
Just make sure we don't have a puddle at the end of the shoot.
I got good eyebrows, what does that mean?
Of tears and other things. This is not Jersey.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, so you describe, Maria, what you're doing.
So during COVID, nobody wants anything to be associated with the mouth or spit. So no longer do I put the piece of thread in my mouth. I taught myself how to use the thread around my neck. I don't know if you can see it.
I'm sorry, around your what?
Neck. I was wondering why it's not around in your mouth. Okay.
Yeah. So, while we were having the mask, there was no way for me to insert the thread in my mouth, so this was the best way. So now I have the thread aligned, ready to remove hair. So now my client right here I'm just going in his outer rim of the eyebrow, like a shape up, and I'm going to remove just a little bit of hair.
And a 1 to 10, based on 1 to 10.
They're dying
10 being
in there.
painful. Is he have hairy eyebrows?
No, not hairy, but he does have great amount of hair.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh, Freddie.
How's it feel?
It's like she's pulling one hair at a time.
I know. Oh my God, you're so thick that I've never seen her go so slow. You must be the Sherwood Forest.
So I'm actually doing the shape up a little bit right here. I'm gonna take my jacket off.
You're gonna have to take your jacket off. I think the fire. Somebody call the fire department. I smell burning wood.
All right, ready? Now we're gonna do the top.
Oh, now they're gonna go. How's that feel, Steve?
Oh, it feels wonderful.
Does it?
No.
How do you even see all those little hairs in there, Maria?
They say beauty's pain.
Yeah, I can see it.
Steve-O, you got like the whole. Somebody get a vacuum.
I mean, this is just regular. I was thinking that I got to clean the floor.
We're gonna have to mop the area. My God, look at the size of.
Do you want to come closer? Is that camera able to come closer?
You want to zoom in on it?
Zoom in.
Yeah.
Val, come on out. Let's zoom in.
That's okay. You stay right there, Val. Come on out
Valor's
so we
like
can.
coming out. Let's zoom in on
So we can
on
zoom
Steve,
in
we're
on
gonna
Steve-O's
ISO on
face.
him.
Oh,
Valerie. Huh.
Come
you
here.
guys can talk while this is happening, no?
So his
Can you
Zoom in on
his
3.
eyes?
his middle area is a perfect visual for that. So
No, it's okay. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Just
Yeah, you
zoom
can
in.
see already? Yeah. And I'm not
Just zoom in
changing
on
the
3. Just zoom in. Keep going.
So we're gonna zoom in right in this section.
Keep going. Right.
Okay.
Holy smokes. Steve-O.
Wow, Steve, that's looking
Steve,
nice.
you look like an actor. Wow.
Little
Look
man
at
looks
that.
just like him, doesn't he?
Steve-O, what the hell, man? You have actually an eyebrow.
Wow, Maria, that's amazing.
Not the Sherwood
Alrighty.
You've
Forest.
got a nice arch and everything.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
All right. So right in the middle here, he's got a nice amount of hair.
Steve-O, open your face.
I can't.
Steve-O,
Relax.
open your face.
Relax.
Open your face. You're next.
I'm in pain.
Oh,
How's that feel, Steve?
oh, it feels great.
Isn't that delicious? Oh, stop squinting. Otherwise, you're gonna get a crooked line. You don't want
Let
a
me see you
crooked
come
line.
here and not squint.
Now, after she finishes, we're gonna put you with the people over here with the machines
Can you
to
see-
make sure
can you
there's
see
no
that?
spirits in your
Can you see
face.
the difference?
Oh,
Wow, look how nice
So
that
now
looks.
you're gonna pull with your eyelid. This is where it gets interesting. You're gonna pull with this hand your eyelid down.
okay.
Oh, this is the part that hurts, Steve-O. This is the bottom. Ouchie, ouchie.
Thanks, Fred.
Stay still. Stay still.
Stay still. Don't
Might not
move.
have anything left.
Don't make her. Don't make her slip. You lose an eye. I would hate for you to lose your eyebrow.
I'm glad I'm here for this.
Amy, you always here for the good show, right?
Be careful that you don't squint because you'll take your eyebrow off.
And Maria, how long will
Oh, the
this
bottom's
last?
eyelash
worse
off.
than the top.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, the bottom hurts like hell.
Rush.
It's okay. You can tear. You can tear. Look at his face. What I tell you? Doesn't that hurt?
That hurts. No joke.
But if you look, it is so clean.
Is it worth
Yeah.
it?
Steve, you look like $1 million on half your face. Why don't you walk around like that and says, do you see
One
it?
off and one on.
Want me to try to do your ear?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, do his ear. You gotta do mine.
It's like
do
a
your
before and
ear.
after.
Do his ears.
Oh, don't you have to do my other eyebrow?
Yeah.
No.
Let's get that done with. Just so I match.
You know, Steve, you got the perfect face for being an eyebrow model.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I'm an eyebrow
You
model.
got plenty
Look
of
how fast
hairs.
you do that.
Oh my God.
I don't understand how you do that with one piece of thread. That's the most
She knows the
amazing
angle.
thing.
No, she keeps changing it.
Yeah, but it's just one
How'd you
piece
get
of
into
thread
this?
that somehow she had
How?
hooks on. And
I was 15.
what does it hook onto is the amazing thing.
His face.
But it's just a piece of thread. If I put thread on your face, it wouldn't catch
Yeah, I could tell you where it's
Yeah, but
holding
you don't
on
know
to.
what you're doing.
I know idea what I'm doing.
But she knows what she's doing.
Oh, it's like two. It's like done in
Yes.
a crosshair.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So now
It's like
we're
a
gonna pull this
bamboo,
one down.
a bamboo deal.
Wow.
It gets better.
It gets better. See, Steve, it doesn't hurt anymore, right? Break the thread.
You, oh my God, your hair broke
Wow.
the thread. I gotta tell you, you got powerful hair like it's tearing. You got powerful eye. Didn't I tell you it hurt? I wasn't lying to you.
Look something out for more.
Slick has no eyebrows.
For anyone who wants to contact Maria Stefania, you can contact her. Let's give her number out. That I think is probably on the card, but maybe not. Maria,
Yeah,
how
it
come your
is.
phone number's not on here?
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
It is. It's small.
It's small for young people,
She can't see it.
which clearly
Here.
takes me out of the
Here.
situation.
I need to call your guy, the one who does the.
It's small and it's in white. All right, let's see what this says.
Oh,
201-647-8289. This
Nice.
is
That it?
hilarious. Freddie, how do you see through these?
What's wrong with it?
There.
Well, that's not happening again. Better enjoy it
So
now.
bad. It wasn't so bad.
201-647-8289. You can call her
right.
Mobile.
Everything's good?
Thank you.
All right, good.
Steve, you've never had your eyebrows done?
No.
So you were a
So
virgin.
let's zoom out.
I was a virgin.
A brow virgin.
I'm a brow virgin.
virgin.
I gotta tell you, he has the
Now
doctor.
click on the camera.
He has the Dr. Spock eyebrow. See that? You see that one eyebrow? It goes
Like
up.
nothing, and there you have it.
All right, and that's
Steve,
the
you're
eyebrow,
very
guys.
good.
How's that feel?
Oh, it feels great.
Peace out. Now who's next?
It's great now that
Amy,
it's.
you going next?
Amy, where you going?
Rodney, you want to get your eyebrows done, Rodney?
No, sir.
No. Look, you gotta
Maria's
look
gonna
in the
come over
mirror.
and do Freddie
I
next.
will.
I'll go over
Look
there.
at the camera.
Gonna go over there?
Yeah.
All right, Amy, come have a seat. Freddie's going over there. And while we're doing that, Bill,
Yes.
let's see what you got in your case.
This is
Really
just a
going over
little
there?
bit of the equipment that I have. Some of the things we use. I like a lot of the scientific stuff. Like this piece here, this detects temperature changes, vibrations, humidity changes. It's a real scientific instrument. So that if you have this there and maybe you pick something up on audio or video, you watch this to see if the temperature drops, if the humidity changes. It's more of a scientific piece than like a ghost hunting thing. This is a REM pod. This is more of a ghost hunting. It creates, when you put it on, it creates an electromagnetic field around it so that, I could even show you how to. If, what happens is, it puts a field out and then you try to talk to spirits and tell them to come to the red light, and the closer they get to the light, it goes off. It can, you know, it's not great. I don't use it for like residential houses, but if we're out doing public stuff, it's a really good piece of equipment. It kind of goes up with all the electronics in this. A lot of it will mess with my equipment because it does, you know, work
So
against.
that
the
would be
electronics.
all the fun friends that I have that are hanging out around your light over there.
So hold on a second. So how do you work that again? You what? You hold it up and what?
This, you just literally just sit there, and
Yeah.
it creates a field around it of electromagnetic energy.
Okay.
So if you tell the spirit, hey, you know, we want you to come toward the light, let us know you're here, the closer they come to the lights will go off,
So if it goes off, it means there's energy around it?
usually.
You could
know,
have some.
It can go off from vibrations and stuff,
Yeah.
so you gotta be real careful where you put it and how you work with it.
For the most part, it's also like it's a really cool device if you think that you are actually connecting with something or that you're trying to communicate and you're like you would actually ask it to like, okay, make all 4 dots light up, or okay, walk away, only make 1 dot light up, okay, walk away. And like if you're actually getting on
Right.
cue, you're like, well, how do you dispute something
I
like
actually have
that?
video where we're telling it to go, and you'll see it start going off, and then we'll tell it to stop, get away from it, and it stops. And we tell it to go back, and you'll see it go back and start. You know, and it's nothing you can mess with. It's.
You have
unless
to be
somebody's
on it,
touching
yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Let's put that up where Dawn's sitting in that table over there. I'm kind of curious about something.
Leave it up there.
Yeah, I want to see what happens. Because if that bad boy rings, I'm out of here.
Up here on
Exit
the set?
stage left.
Freddie, on the set or behind me?
No, right next to you. It's already going off.
Oh, over
You're
here?
already
No,
clear.
he just
No, I
reset
think
it.
I'm
Yeah,
touching
he's touching. He has to reset
There's
it.
a lot of stuff there that might make it go off.
Just take the stuff out.
You got the
Dawn.
metal here.
Yeah, there's too many things around.
Yeah,
Put it over there.
Put it in the middle here.
Put it in the middle, in the front. There you go. Now, if that thing goes off, and it's
the vibration. The vibration.
That was the vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of it can be vibration.
Oh, look what we got. Amazon is in the house.
Who's in the house?
And
You might need to
kinds of fun
reset
things.
it.
yeah, it's the electronics. The electronics are gonna mess with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that versus my friends that hang around me.
EMF
Yeah.
is what technology, TVs give off.
Oh, you know a little bit about
All
this
right,
stuff?
so Maria, you're gonna work on Freddie's eyebrows?
Yep.
While we're doing
Ay,
this?
papá Dios.
And you have a whole cleansing kit also?
Yes, I have sage, Palo Santo, I have protection spray, I have holy water, I have a singing bowl, a little bit of everything. It depends on what we think is in there and what we're doing, depends on how we cleanse the house.
And it's
And do
actually
you ever take on the energies? How do you protect yourself when you clear a house?
That's a big thing. We have blood, like prayers that we say before and after to make sure nothing follows us, sticks to us. I have a lot of stuff, like I have a bracelet on here, it's a Benedictine protection bracelet that's blessed by a bishop, his name is Bishop Long, who's in this. He's done 30 documented exorcisms. So everything I get from him, the holy water, everything is blessed by him. So I've been lucky, over 30 years doing this, and I've never had anything follow me home. You know, some people, they don't pay attention and they don't protect themselves and they get into trouble with it. You gotta be careful.
And Danny, how about you? The same thing?
I've been very fortunate that I've only been on the team a little over a year, and I've mainly been involved more with residential cases. That's mainly why he brought me on. I haven't had anything actually paranormal really happen. All of the cases that I've been on have actually been something different other than paranormal, where we've been able to assist them and kind of help that family understand, hey, we think you need to look into other alternatives. We don't think it's actually something paranormal. So I've been very fortunate, nothing happening to me either.
Very interesting.
But she's been up to, like, when
Oh.
I first started, we do some public stuff. We go up to the prison up in Belgrade. the
I caught an
abandoned prison.
EVP, yeah. I caught my first class EVP, was it there?
Yeah.
No, at the hospital.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
At the hospital, there was a hospital that had never been investigated. There was a lot of documented, footage of things happening and the patients there claiming things. And so we were the first people to actually ever investigate this hospital after hours. And there was recently, not recently, but like within that time, there had been someone who had taken his own life. And I actually had caught my first class EVP just kind of openly talking, having my voice recorder going, and playing instant playback. And I got a clear EVP saying, "Help me."
Wow.
Yeah. And it was really awesome.
You
That,
ask a question and then you sit silent for a few seconds and then you play it back and you hear on one of the counters, you hear it clear as day say, "Help me."
yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So that was
Freddie,
cool.
Stop it.
Should we get him a tissue?
I'm sorry. She just took away my eyesight.
One eye down, the other one.
And there it is.
No.
Wow.
That was just me. I was walking
My
around.
goodness gracious, that hurt.
Really?
I feel good. Yeah.
That was fast,
Try
though.
Botox.
Thank you.
Yeah, that too. Exactly. Sometimes I leave and I go, when I put myself through this pain, why? I know.
I know. The women go through a lot of pain.
Have you ever thought of having a presence around you or in your house or any of your studios or galleries?
No, but I've saged a few just in case.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I have sage in my bathroom in my house.
There's nothing wrong with saging, even if you don't feel any. It's always just good to have. Some people just enjoy the aroma of it and just the feeling that, because it kind of leaves a feeling after it burns, and it kind of just is just there in your house and feels
Vivian,
good.
my wife, she supports me when I do. She doesn't come along. She doesn't like any of this. But when I come home the next day after an investigation and I leave for work, she sages the house. She sages my equipment, my clothes,
Yeah,
anything that I had.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet? Because she does feng shui and you do paranormal clearings, and I'm thinking,
Wow.
when people say you sort of attract, but that's like not even like a doctor and a nurse.
Well, I actually met her, wow, it's like 19 years ago originally. And we kind of dated for a little bit, and then we just kind of, wasn't the right timing. And then we wound up getting back together, years and years later, and we've been married now for 5 years. But yeah, I don't think when she met me, she didn't know anything about the paranormal.
And she learned quickly.
Has she been
Yeah.
in here?
But it helped
She was
me.
here a couple weeks ago. That's how we have some feng shui. See the crystal here. We're trying to balance the energy.
Okay.
She brought us this beautiful candle. I need to find out. She brought us this amazing candle. Where this
With the
candle
eye on it.
goes. So, V, if you're watching, where do we put this one? They all smell this one. They smell. She makes all of these.
Oh, this is nice.
Is that nice?
Yeah.
They smell really good. That would be a good show for you, actually.
Yeah.
The creation of candles.
Oh,
We can
yeah.
tie it into art anywhere. Different arts.
Uh-oh.
Candles-
I
candles
know.
everywhere.
No, I kicked the floor.
Freddie, how you doing over there?
Oh, my God. I'm
Maria,
so
after
glad.
what he's been through the past 2 weeks, I can't believe he's actually sitting there.
He can
just-
handle more pain now.
I mean, seriously.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've lost my sight about 3 minutes ago.
There's Tylenol in the kitchen, in the bathroom for you.
Wow. I thought I was in a lot of pain before. Let me ask you, are you engaged or married or something?
No.
Because when you do, and you do this to your husband, you're gonna get divorced in 2 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
This thing hurt. It hurt more now. I must have gotten more hair.
No, I think you did better than the first
You,
time.
oh no, the first time I ran for the hills, man. I'm gonna tell you something.
He tries.
No, it's just like quilts and clarks, yeah. This is cotton and polyester, so it's a little more durable.
No, that has sandpaper or something in it. Oh yes, it has sandpaper or something in it. Because even if she goes like, wow,
See, it takes a while for it to break.
How's it
wow,
feel,
I got a face. How's it feel? I don't have any feeling in my face.
No, but it gives you a
Where'd
nice
you go? Where are you?
You got a nice lift?
Nice lift.
Do I?
Makes your blue eyes pop.
No, 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 no. I'll shave. No mustache. I'm gonna tell you. And if you're in Jersey, stay there. Don't get this done down there, because I'm gonna tell you something.
People are waiting for me to come back to Jersey to clean them up.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, one of our interns would like to have their eyebrows done as well. So apparently there's a line here now at the cafe.
There you go.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. I'm going to ask Vivian where I put this beautiful candle. I've got my Buddha back there. We've got our crystals. We're balancing the energy. See, you can't leave.
I know.
She's got to stay. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. If you have paranormal activity in your home or your business, how do people contact you?
They can contact us at 954-770-0169 or bill@persfl.com.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio
We should have you
have
check
been in
that out.
joint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
When your property suffers from water, mold, fire, or biohazard, you need a professional remediation company that is fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Rescue Clean 911 offer 24/7 emergency service with 1-hour response times now in your area. Water, mold, fire, biohazard. Call now 1-833-253-2699.
Handling the hard jobs with a soft touch.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
AMP Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios that will set the venue for any media application. We offer remote services as a radio or TV production and continue to grow new venues to bring your ideas to life. We also specialize in video and photo content for social media. Call us today at 866-224-5422. For no business is too small to grow to be accounted.
You need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Silver has inspired women worldwide for over 30 years with her artistic talents. With a combination of texture, color blocking, and sculpture, this creator of many beauty bestsellers has taken the world by storm with her passion for design and color. Barbara's eclectic style encompasses it all. Bold and brazen, subtle and calming. She is the most well known for her unconventional tools and techniques, including spinning, scraping, and sandpapering. Her textured surfaces and playful resin sculptures can be found in many tasteful private homes in Florida, Connecticut, and New York. Her miraculous compositions are exhibited at the Heart of Delray Gallery, as well as Boca Raton's The Gallery Lounge. For more information, Barbara Silver can be reached at 917-757-0447 or emailed at barbarasilvergallery@gmail.com.
In Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Stay right there. We're going to bring you another victim.
We haven't had a day like today in a long time. How's
know.
it feel to be back? Only when Maria comes, exactly.
I got to tell you, when it
Like Slick,
begins,
he's like, come this way, come this
when it begins to, and Maria, you're going to have to tell me how to get the hair out of the ears. This is my next.
Wax and pull.
I know, but you have to use the right wax, otherwise you lose your hearing.
You know, you don't do it yourself.
Why?
Do not try this at home. Maria, tell them a warning. Do not try this at home by yourself. You need a trained professional like Maria Stefania to do this.
Maria, pick up a mic because I have a question for you. Have you ever done an eyebrow and get an oops?
No.
Never.
No. Since I was 15, not once.
Not one oops.
Hair does grow back, though.
That is a professional. Yeah, but I had a lady once, she was giving me a haircut, and she used the zzz, right? Because they were doing the neck, and she was talking to her son, and whoop, took out a piece of my hair.
Yeah, it happens.
No, it don't happen. It happened to me. Not a fun time.
Honestly, I am so grateful. People have asked me that when I was practicing, not learning. Nobody ever told me.
Maria, is your mic on, honey?
Yeah. You want me to grab this?
Yeah.
I've been doing threading since I was 15. Nobody taught me. It was self-taught. And when I was practicing, I was only doing women's mustaches. And guys only on the top because I was too nervous to go on the bottom. But I don't like to use the word never because never say never, but I have not ever made a mistake because if I did, I would feel so guilty. I'd probably like curl up and cry. But a bunch of universities in the tri-state area have hired, I used to work for this company called, I think it was Any Excuse for a Party. And they would, I was like their freelance vendor, and they would put me out to universities to do like 200 kids in a matter of 4 hours, and I would just thread one after another. And no mistakes, of course. But I have a YouTube video of me showing everybody's reaction. So every time they wanted to look at their eyebrows, I was recording them in the camera, and then every person I've ever done, they would be like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe it. Like in a matter of seconds, it would only take me like maybe like 30 seconds to a minute per person, and then I would do the next one, and next one, and next one.
That's the difference with you, because you can tell when the pain has set in, and she does it fast. She says, 1 more second, and I said, God, let this be over, and it was over.
How do you feel now?
Now I feel like $1 million.
Yeah.
But Steve was telling me, he says, you know, when she gets started, and then she realizes how much tolerance you have, and done. And she does the top, does the bottom, does the side.
She's amazing.
Oh,
Very
thank
fast.
you.
I feel
Long
nice.
time friend.
So you ready?
Josh is
I
your
think
next
I'm ready,
client.
yes.
I can't say victim.
Now let's get a tightness on Josh. Josh, how are them eyebrows you got going there, bud?
I've heard they're pretty like bushy. So.
Yeah, he would be a candidate who might feel more pain because of the.
Let us record this.
He has
Somebody-
a coarser type of hair follicle, so. Just like Freddie. Freddie has a coarse hair follicle too.
Yes, I do. I got coarse hair.
Yours are
problem.
wiry, Freddie. You have like wires coming
You're
out.
not lying. I'm gonna tell you, when you were yanking it, I felt the telephone pole outside go underneath the ground.
Is that what your nephew told you, Frankie? He came in. He's
Yeah.
like,
Let's do this.
What's up?
He says I can't do this. It's too thick. Wow, look at Josh.
saying this.
Josh the man.
So V tells me she wanted the candle over there by you, Bill.
Okay.
So that's over there, and I just sent her a layout of our studio. So she's gonna.
Yeah, she
give
wanted
us
the
a whole
candle by
layout.
him because he walks through the door. She throws the holy
The
water
double
on
way.
it.
Maybe we need some holy water.
Exactly.
Have you ever used holy water?
Yes.
Really?
Here we
All right, look at Josh. Josh, go in there for the kill. Ow! She ain't even start yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you see it, yeah.
Wow, there is. Well, let me
He
cover my
has-
coffee. There's
it's
stuff flying.
You can see it, good stuff.
Now, have you ever had your eyebrows done?
I will tweeze them myself. Actually, when I was younger, in my like middle school phase, it was really dangerous with the tweezers, and I was doing them very, very skinny. And my parents would always get on me because I have Mexican heritage, and the one thing they always used to compliment, especially as a child, is I had these very thick, Hispanic eyebrows. And then like middle school time, I just started plucking away at them, so I had like no eyebrows. And then now they've grown back, and this is kind of how they are, and I kind of will clean them up a little bit on the side. But she did offer to do them, and I will do it. I just didn't know if I'd do it off camera. But I am going to try it.
No, we would love to have it on camera, right?
I am going to try it, though.
How is it?
It hurts so bad. But it's,
That's
it's
it,
a, it's a
done?
bearable
But it's
thing.
fast.
It's over.
It's
like
fast.
The top is over.
Are you done?
Not
With the
all
top,
of it.
I wouldn't go on the bottom because he doesn't have much to remove. So he has already a neat shape. I just cleaned up the lining of it, and I don't know if you can see in camera, but this side has a little bit of a glow on
Yes.
the top.
Yeah, I can see
You can see it?
It's like a highlight.
And then
No,
this
I
is-
wanted you to do underneath because that's the
I
fun.
can. There's only a couple of hairs, so you're gonna pull your eyelid down with your finger. There you go. Like right.
Take it easy there, big boy.
Grab those ones.
Alright, we're gonna do the bottom now.
All right,
Just-
Josh,
just
there
a
your
few
bottom.
Got
hairs.
it.
Oh, you better hold on to the table.
Pull it tight. The tighter you pull, the yeah, there you go. Right
Yeah, pull it real tight because it hurts less. Look at that.
Look like nothing.
And it's funny because when you do this, you hear the clunk, clunk of the hair disappearing.
It's amazing how she taught herself a new technique with it, with her neck instead of putting it in her mouth. That's unbelievable.
there. Okay. There you go. Bottom wasn't so bad, right?
Oh, look how nice that looks.
What a difference an
Beauty is
eyebrow makes.
pain. That's
Yes.
what it
He
is.
actually
Beauty
has-
is
He
pain.
has a little bit more of a higher, like more. I don't know if you can see the shape.
More definition, yes.
Yeah, you can see it.
Wow, you're like a new man, bro.
Halfway there. All right,
Now
ready
comes
for
the
this
painful part.
So would you guys ever consider coming on an investigation with us?
Can I take cameras?
Oh yeah.
We have cameras too, but yeah.
I need the footage. Can I use the footage?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I think, but trust you me, these guys would. They probably park a tent outside and
Well, I
sleep.
asked him how he doesn't take any of it home with him, or how he
He
gets
has
it
that
on.
been.
Yes.
Because you ain't meant a big enough.
We push it off onto the people that come on an investigation.
You would go.
I may have. There may be a church that I know.
In the area? Or in New York?
No, it's in Florida. It's not open to the public anymore.
No.
We'll see. I have to get permission. But I'm intrigued. It's funny because when we did the show, I was intrigued on it as well, because there are things that always happens in people's lives, you know, and you attribute it to something normal. But if you look among us, there are pyramids. Now there are UFOs. Now there are all sorts of other things that have no explanation. And people are sitting there scratching their heads and says, okay, I guess things do happen. Maybe there is something else going on. And this is just another added, I mean, we're making fun today. We're having a little fun with it.
But we're really not. You can never make fun of the other side.
Not laughing
because-
at, just enjoying it.
No, it's
Well,
just helping to explain.
That's what I like having the position that I have in this team, where if somebody has the brave, I don't want to be like they're brave enough to reach out to us, but like they actually make the effort to look for our team online. They fill out the forum and they're asking for help. That's such a huge step in itself, because they don't want to look as if, or come off as if they're crazy, and they don't, like, they always think like, who's gonna believe me? Like, this is the stuff you know, you hear on, or in movies and like TV shows, like, but it might actually be happening to somebody. So that's why we just try to make them as comfortable and make this seem like it's normal. Like, it happens to actually a lot of people, and like, we're just here. We come from a more professional side of it, where it's only one of two things, and we can try to come in and be like, okay, well, it's not, we don't think it's paranormal, and look at different outlets from there to help you.
What made you decide to join?
I have, kind of like Bill, I think like a lot of people, there's always been that curiosity about paranormal growing up. I maybe indulged in it a little bit too much growing up, that, you know, my family even noticed it. And it was never, like, for my birthday, like when I was 16, I was asking to go to particular like haunted places, like this place called the Riddle House out in West Palm. I specifically asked to go there for my birthday because I wanted to see if I felt anything, and like that's something that just kind of always stayed with me. And then about a little over a year ago, I was just kind of looking to see what was in my area, if there were paranormal teams that had the same interest as me. I did come across Bill's page, and I had reached out just asking, you know, how often do they actually accept people? And he told me how it's a hand-selected situation, but we talked. I did the forum, but then he actually interviewed me, and I told him, like, I like talking to people. I like helping people. If it's not that I necessarily have any kind of gifts or anything like that, but just getting to have somebody open up about what they're going through and feeling comfortable, I think that I would be great assistance with something like that, and it's worked out really well so far.
What do you do for a regular job?
I actually am a wildlife rehabilitator. I work at a wildlife sanctuary called Flamingo Gardens out west. So, you know Flamingo Gardens? Yeah, I'm in the animal care department there. And I also work for, my boyfriend has a company called Tiki's Geckos, where we do reptile breeding. And
reptile
breeding. I mainly do animal stuff outside of this. So this is really like my hobby. It's cool to say that this is something like a hobby that I really do care about outside of my animal stuff.
Do you guys pick up like animals that are
Iguanas that
iguanas,
are
like iguanas specifically?
attics?
I have an opossum here right now in your studio. You didn't even know about it this whole time.
Do you
He's
have a what?
in that carrier. I have an opossum that is injured right now in that carrier right there.
I want to see.
That I had to get on the way here.
You have a possum?
Uh-huh.
Did you wet? You picked it up wet?
It's one that I'm currently rehabilitating because it has
You brought him to the studio so we can talk to him?
It doesn't make a sound. I didn't think you'd notice when you
And you tell me this
asked.
now? And you let Steve leave? I would have made him sit with the possum in his lap.
She's very friendly. She's very
I'm pretty
sweet.
sure she is.
Yeah?
That's,
Can
no,
I-
you're gonna take it easy. We don't need no possum running in this place.
She can't run.
I gotta tell you, I'm ready to. I'm done.
She can't run, if it helps, for the record. She has a
Possums
metabolic
can't run?
bone disease right now, so she
Would you
can't
like to
move her.
rehabilitate any kind of iguanas?
Yeah, we do.
Would you like to come to my house and pick up the 12 that are invading me?
Yes, I actually like helping with like humane removal of like invasive species rather than everyone just thinks the answer is to kill them. I have different
I don't want to
approaches.
kill it, honey, but it's destroying my house.
No, understand. That's what I'm saying. I'm one of many people, but they're not really known that we actually have a lot of humane ways of removing and relocating, getting
You
them
do that kind of
rehomed.
work?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you give me a card because I got iguanas. Now they have babies. Now I got baby iguanas.
Yeah.
And I chased them into the lake, and
Well,
they come
they're
back.
eating your air conditioning, right?
And they tried to get into one of the air conditioning units. I don't know what happened. It didn't fit, and it destroyed my. It's a long story. So
Okay.
if you will come and get them, I will.
Maybe
do
they
it.
should come over and clear your house.
No, take it easy. Take it easy cleaning my house.
Get
But the
them.
iguanas, I would appreciate if you help, and we'll do some kind of. I would love to go on a shoot though. Absolutely. Oh, Connor's in.
I can't believe Flamingo Gardens is still open. That is so cool.
You know, it's really cool. So we're actually celebrating 100 years of like the property itself, because they've been citrus groves that were bought by the Ray family, and they've had the property in their name, and their family has continued, you know, running it as a wildlife sanctuary park. But I just secured that we are going to be the first group to ever actually stay after hours and do some paranormal investigating on property, because in 100 years there's been a lot on property that has been documented and happened, people who work there experiencing things. So I have that coming up in 2 weeks. We have back-to-back Fridays that we're going to be going, and
Is
actually
that building still there? You used to be able to
the
eat
original
in?
Ray home, yeah, that's still on property.
Is
So like
it
there's a
still
lot of,
open?
yeah.
Restaurant is there, and
We have a little like food truck, and we have a little cafe and stuff as well. But yeah, if you
I've
guys
been
ever
there
want
since
to,
I was a kid, and the most, oh my gosh, amazing.
yeah. So we're gonna be. So it's cool to see like my two worlds kind of collide when that's gonna happen now too. So
Yeah, you're gonna find some stuff that you may not want to find.
You know, my
Well,
brother.
it's one of those things like we kind of know it's there. We just want to like just to give other people some peace of mind, because there's people who work there like in the gift shop, and they've like seriously have had scissors land up like straight, like standing up out of nowhere, and then just kind of like fall. And there's been like several witnesses of like that, or like they'll be talking about somebody deceased. Like they were sharing a story with another coworker in the gift shop, and there were two witnesses that there was a pair of scissors that were like uplifted from like the cup holder that they were in, and land with like the blades up, and kind of just like landed there for a second and fell over. But that's just one of like several things that we've had people share. Like now that they know that I do this, I kind of open up like, yeah, I do paranormal research. Wow. And so they've all been kind of flocking to me with their stories and their experiences on top of what's actually documented on property, things that have happened. So now we're going to go and actually investigate. So I'm
You know,
super
we had
excited.
Sunday dinner in my house, and we were talking about my son who got locked out of the house because the doors in my house lock, right? So all of us, all 8 of us, are sitting around having dinner, and we're making fun of my son. And I said, that door here will lock on you. And it was open, right? The door, I mean, I don't mean it slides, I mean the lock. And it was open, and everybody says, yeah, right. And it goes, click. And everybody went. Now they don't laugh no more because it's happened a number of times.
Yeah.
So sometimes it doesn't have an explanation. It just is what it is.
That's what paranormal.
Now, what is the name of the possum?
That right now, that possum is named Peaches.
Of course it is.
Peaches. You had a Peaches. My daughter's cat is called Peaches, and now the opossum is a Peaches.
I have a possum story for you. My brother bought a house in the Poconos.
Okay.
And they clear out the Poconos to make houses, and it was full of possums. So in the backyard, the possums make these holes that if you're not careful, you fall into them. So we had to do something to get rid of the possums. So he thought it was a possum. It wasn't a possum. There were hundreds of them. So they had to bring in a company, and what they did was they put cement in the holes so that the possums run out into the wilderness, and that's
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
So we watch them popping out of there. Boop, 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 boop. It looked like a jigsaw puzzle. Dun, 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 dun. And they all ran out that way.
Wow.
I'm going to tell you, they are one
Yeah,
funky
she's a
looking
sweetheart.
creature.
I'll take her out if you want in a little
No,
bit.
it's-
No,
it's-
not
it's-
on here. Outside.
It
I'll
is-
introduce
it
you
is-
outside.
Yeah, outside, you can do anything. I know, neither does he. He's
She's a cripple.
Ever heard they're playing a possum? Where
You
they
know
all
what possum means?
You
So
play a possum?
playing opossum is actually, so Virginia opossums, that one right there, these are the only native marsupials to North America. So they're our closest relatives to koalas and kangaroos, wallabies. So they have that marsupial pouch. And playing opossum is actually one of their few self-defense mechanisms because they have very poor vision. So they scare very, very easily. They see shadows for the most part. They don't see much further past their nose. So if something large is like scaring them, they show all of their teeth. They might hiss, but they actually like are not going to be the first to like charge or like bite you. So they eventually will pass out from fear, which is playing opossum. And they go to the extent of like slowing down their heart rate. They, you know, will maybe sometimes soil themselves to make it like seem like they're actually deceased when they're not. So if there's like a predator thinking about eating them, it wants nothing to do with it and like leaves them alone so their body remains completely intact. And then they'll wake up out of their little comatosis in a few minutes and they just like kind of go about their day.
That's plain possum. Now there's a goat that does that because I'm gonna tell you something. She know the part about the.
Very intimidating. They can be very scary. But another misconception about them too, a lot of people don't like them because they think that they carry diseases, and they're actually like one of the most prone animals to like all viral diseases, everything. Like it's very rare that these guys ever carry anything like rabies or Lyme disease, and they're actually like the ones responsible for eliminating a lot of the other critters that do carry and transmit a lot of those things. And
Well,
they can get bit by like
they have
venomous
huge
stuff.
claws.
They have big hands. They actually will have like the thumbs, like they have like the opposable thumbs, and they have that long tail, and it's that one's small. So she's gonna be a little bit more stunted because she was found really small. She was like weaned probably too early, and she's having a metabolic bone disease, so her bones aren't really developing, and like she's not growing at the rate that she should be. So she's gonna stay a little bit smaller.
And she has teeth, right?
I'm sorry.
She has teeth.
Yeah.
Okay, my father taught me a deal. He says any animal that has teeth
Can bite.
bites.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay?
absolutely right. That's what we
It
say
may
in the animal
decide
world
to
too.
bite you one time in 100 years, but if it has teeth, it bites.
Absolutely.
So when we were in my brother's backyard, I'm done with this thing. Done.
That's something that we say often because we're doing animal interactions and stuff with people at the park. And everyone's first question, does it bite? And I'm like, look, anything with teeth, I can bite you. Anything with teeth can bite.
That's right.
It's just a matter of how you handle. You just want to respect the animal. Don't poke at its face, and then it won't bite you.
Who's
But if I tell
Allison?
you where it's safe to touch, I'm sorry?
Does Allison work with you?
Alice.
At Flamingo Gardens?
Oh, Allison from our team, I think.
she's from our team.
She's our team.
Oh, okay. She's gonna call Vivi because she needs a candle also.
There you go.
And do not put your hand anywhere near the animal, please. Yes, because I'm gonna tell you something. What happens is you fall in love with these animals. Right? You fall in love with them. And then all of a sudden you say, hey, how are you?
Teddy would be so
Scare the
excited.
possum.
Teddy adopts animals from around the world. What was the last one she adopted?
A butterfly. She's afraid of butterfly. Teddy
Oh,
lost a
she
dad.
adopted a bat, right.
Her father died.
She adopted a bat someplace.
Adopted a bat.
I have a king snake.
Of course you do.
I've had for 19 years. Never bit anybody.
Until the last day of its life when it will.
You just wanted to taste blood at the end.
You know, I'm gonna tell you, I am not into any of those exotic animals. I love it that you guys handle them. If you want all the reptilia that I have, you can have it. I will even feed you lunch and you can sit there all day and capture them.
I gotta tell you, I'm glad you came in for today's show.
Most definitely.
I gotta tell you, in this place, palmettos, right?
Oh, yeah.
I go the other way. I have nothing to do with that. This one picks them up, plays with them, and puts them outside.
Grasshoppers too.
So RK, aka Dylan, his first day here, there was a big palmetto bug behind the door, and I says, either you get rid of this, or I'm going home. And he took care of business. Unlike this one who likes to pick them up and feed it, and then send it on his way.
Tell you,
Ain't doing that.
in the reptile, at my boyfriend's shop, the reptile place, we have like colonies of roaches that I don't do roach. That's funny though, because that's like the one that's my like can't get over. I can't do like palmetto bugs and cockroaches because I don't scream anymore, but like I will freeze and I have to remove myself like out of sight from the
But like the
cockroach.
possum, you freeze.
I freeze and I would freeze.
If people have wild reptiles or possums, they can call you. They still have to call the Wildlife Rescue.
I give out my personal number a lot for like personal pickups or like animal situations like within Broward County. I'm always on like the Nextdoor app and stuff, always putting my stuff out
Do
there.
you work in Boca?
I'm actually moving north in the next like 6 months, so I'm gonna be more in this area, probably doing a lot more wildlife rescues out here too. So
I'm in Boca, and I will treat you to lunch and bring you cages and whatever you got to bring.
Personally drive you to his house.
take
Whatever you
all
want,
the
we can put
iguanas for
12
you.
cages. There's about 12 of them.
Yeah.
And from every size, from this big to as big as him.
Iguanas.
Iguanas.
What's wrong with them?
They
They're-
eat a lot of
They
stuff.
destroy my roof.
They'll eat a lot.
The tile roof, yes, they have long
They
claws.
burrow.
And they got into my attic and into, it's a mess.
In your attic?
We could bring the equipment in case there's some other visitors.
No, they're probably, I know for a fact there is, but the problem is that Linda probably will freak out if I were to do that.
See, that's a
And-
normal reaction we get too from people where they're just like,
They freak
one
out.
person's on board, but there's other people in the household, so they're like, we're not really sure how. So then
To
we
do
have to
that.
go in very, very light. We're like, look, we're not gonna come out there, 5 people deep with
Yeah.
crazy equipment like you might see on TV shows. I'm like, normally it's just like Bill and I, or like Bill and another person going out, just being very personal. We might have like maybe two or three things out on the table that we're very like open about,
Right.
but we really just try to sit there and like connect and like talk with them and have them kind of forget about really the reason, like the bigger picture of why you're here. We just kind of want to
Right.
learn more of what
So
you've
we can
experienced,
do
how
a
it's
segment
impacted.
called Bill and Danny's Excellent Adventures.
We should.
You know, it's funny, but when you wake up at 3:09, not once, not
Every day?
twice, but for 2 weeks, at 3:09 in the morning, you sort of get the feel, and you get nudged awake. You sort of get the feel, this, messages and things.
I
like
do it almost every night. I wake up between 3:10 pretty much every night, all the time. And, I don't know what to think of it, that's a very common thing, but,
Someone told us the other day that's when your soul leaves your body.
Yeah.
If you have the ability to do, not your soul, like your consciousness,
Yeah.
I can never say that word. That's a thing that people might not realize that they have the ability to do that. And it's when you're at sleep and you're kind of like in a certain realm of sleep that you have like the freedom, and you might start to wander without really being able to control what you're doing. And they're kind of like, am I dreaming? Am I not? But I can control it. I'm aware.
that's a lot of the issues too we have when we go to families, they constantly, we wake up in the middle of the night and we see something, and it's tough because when you wake up in the middle of the night, your eyes aren't adjusted, you don't know what's going on, and they watch, I watch the TV shows too, but they watch them a little too much, and every little
They want
sound, they
something.
believe is something. So, we're not a team that goes in and thinks everything's haunted. We go in and try to prove to them. I found, like you're talking about animals, I found animals in people's walls that were making the noises. They had a scratching thing. I found, raccoons and possums in the walls. So it's a common thing. It's just not always paranormal, but there has been a lot.
Let's give out your information again.
Yeah, it's 954-770-0169, and our website is www.persfl.com.
Awesome.
It's funny, Steve-O was saying he's gotten, when he was on the show, 4 people that want them to come out.
We can do an investigation
really?
at your house.
I came with my house. Why don't you do it in your house?
No, I don't have.
I know why you don't do it in your house, because the moment they say, oh, there's a spirit, and you're going to move to the garage.
Actually, I know there is, and I know it's in my bedroom and bathroom. That I know for sure.
Yeah.
It was there all night last night.
Communication. The Ouija thing, the Ouija board thing, that's new. I never knew.
The Ouija board who came through and I did it, that was just.
I was
That was
dating. I was 13 years
interesting.
old, and they brought a Ouija board to my house. And I asked the Ouija if the girl that I was dating liked me, was in love with me, and it said no. And she left me 6 months later.
Was she the other one pushing?
Yeah, was she the one
No,
on the
no,
board? Or?
no, she wasn't. She wasn't in the house. She wasn't in the house. But I've had Ouija boards with people in DeKalb Avenue in the Bronx. It's funny because I just saw Ivan and his brothers. It's their birthdays, and there was a girl that I knew, and she used to be with the where they bury people, cemeteries, and she asked her the question of the spirit involved, and it was spelled out Satan. And that was the last time I touched the Ouija board.
Yeah.
So I said, no more of that.
I'm glad we're in for today's show because it's definitely a whole lot more fun with you.
I got to tell you, what an adventure you put together today.
I didn't put it together. It kind of
It's
just
always
happened.
fun because you never know what can happen. So if you have another 6 people to come forward and it says, I woke up last night, like I had a dream 2 or 3 days ago, and I must have been talking in my sleep. I never do this. And I took my right foot and I was stomping roaches. And I was awake. I mean, I could see that I was awake. And Linda woke me up. And she's never done that, ever. But she said, you were screaming. Because, you know, I love roaches.
They're getting you in your sleep now.
So they're getting me in my sleep. I went home, and I had a fight with a palmetto bug. They came through the air vent, and it was crazy. It was attacking me. It's not the first time this has happened. And I hit it with a broom to get it off of me, and it wouldn't stop coming at me. I'm like, what is wrong with this thing? It's probably an ex-wife or something.
You never know. You guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Never know what happens here at the cafe. V, thank you so much. I sent her a picture, a diagram. She's going to lay everything out for us, so we know where to move some things around. We had Maria Stefania in the house. We had Steve-O in the house. We had the New York Barber in the house. It's been a whole lot of fun. Our crew is working really, really hard. Jay Harmon's got his show coming up in a little bit, so more to come, everyone. Got a lot of stuff happening.
Very good stuff. You gave out the numbers?
They gave out their numbers.
Excellent. Give them a call. And they don't even charge. I guess you got to sort of feed them and stuff like that. Be nice to them. And if you have any exotic animals, reptilia that needs to be excommunicated, let us know. Take care of your business.
All right, to our crew, great job today. We've got a lot of new crew in the house, so fantastic. Maria, thank you for making everyone beautiful.
You're welcome.
Have a great afternoon, everyone. Be kind to each other. We will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.